We have to be able to rethink about these conversations, and because the ultimate outcome that we want is health and longevity.
Right.
And muscle.
Yeah. Which is all part of the same, right?
Exactly. So what if someone isn't low, and if we were to define, but let's say they are on the lower end, 350.
Sure.
If you increase someone's testosterone, I mean, you had mentioned that there might be brain effect at 400 or 500. Is there a number? Well, what happens if someone is not low? Or how would you define not low? And if you give them testosterone, what would happen?
So what I mean by not low, in some ways, the easiest way to define it is it's certainly well within the normal range, and that individual has no symptoms, right? They just say, I think I might be better in some way with testosterone. So if you have a guy with, let's look at sex drive, for example, a guy who's upper end of normal, we often define as around 1,000, okay? So if you have a guy who's 900 compared to another guy who's 700, which they're both well within the normal range, they're going to have, on average, the same amount of libido. As a matter of fact, you could take the same guy. Let's say you could manipulate his hormones at 700 to 900. Nothing changes for him.
Not erection, nothing.
Because his testosterone is normal. The one area that does not seem to max out is muscle. And that's why the bodybuilders, the athletes who are taking anabolic steroids that are all versions of testosterone-like compounds, versions of testosterone, why they can have muscles on top of muscles on top of muscles, right?